What is up, you guys? My name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today I'll be doing a 24-hour reading vlog. It is currently 8:52. It'll officially start at 9 p.m., which is in 8 minutes. So let's talk about the books I'm going to read. So I'll be reading at least 2 or 3 chapters of this because I read 2 or 3 chapters of this every night to my boyfriend. But this is Midnight on the Moon, Magic Tree House. Yep. And I'll be reading 1984 by George Orwell, and I'm hoping to get to part 2 by the end of tonight, which is on page 104, and then get to part 3 entirely by the end of this reading blog-a-thon thing. So part 3 is on page 225, and I'm hoping to get to page 104 tonight. And then I completely want to finish The Coldest Touch. I'm flying through this. I am so interested. I'm currently on page 100, and there's 375 pages. So I'm not too worried about it. And if I do finish that, I have 2 other books for consideration. I'm not saying I have to read both of them. I just want to at least start one. So I have Halflings by Heather Birch, which I've been meaning to read for a long time. I'll probably unhaul this when I'm done reading it, unless I absolutely love it. Because I'm definitely trying to downsize on books I don't really love or anything. I won't read again. But I also have She Drives Me Crazy by Kelly Quinlan. I want to read this book so bad. And the things are huge, so the wording is huge and the spaces are big, so I'm not too worried. So I might actually, if I do finish this, I might be able to finish this one if I do pick this one. But it's just so much lesbianism. Not that it's a problem, lovely. But this one, it might take a little bit because the words are a little bit smaller. Yeah, and this one might just add too much to the supernatural element of this one, so I'll just see what mood I'm in, regular people lesbianism or heterosexual supernaturalism. I'm sorry, I have had so much sugar today and it's a problem, so I'm about to be off my ass. So here I have a cup of coffee. Yeah, and I also have a ginger ale here. I have technically 2 bottles of water because I could put these 2 together. But I'm not because I'm disgusting. And then I have a snack shelf, and then I'll be on FaceTime with my boyfriend. So I won't be able to update through the night until about 7 a.m.-ish. But when I wake up, I'll make sure to update y'all. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and try and finish part 1. I'm listening to the audiobook at 2.2 speed, so I'm essentially flying through that one too. And then after I finish my chapter 2 of this tonight, it'll be straight into this all night long. If I fall asleep, I fall asleep. I'm a teenager. I'm exhausted, but I did get, a decent amount of sleep tonight. So I'm not too worried about it. Why is my voice doing this? Also, yes, I'm still in the same clothes as I was wearing in my last video, because these are being filmed on the same day. You're being held up by a blanket and there's something in it, and it's disgusting, even though I literally just washed it. So right now I'm going to get ready for bed, and I don't think I'm going to listen to the audiobook of this until I'm sitting down reading it, because that's really the only way I can understand it. I can't read it and understand it, and I can't just listen to it and understand it. I have to be doing both, which is weird. So yeah, that's my introduction and my ramble. Hope that was the best 4 minutes and 8 seconds of your life. Okay, so my phone's charging, so I'm holding it weird, and so it might be a little shaky. But I finished part 1 of 1984, so I'm on page 105. And I'm gonna put that down for tonight because my boyfriend is about to call me, and I'm tired of reading of government propaganda. So yeah, but tomorrow I'll hopefully read 121 pages. Yes, I did the math. And tonight, hopefully I can read 100-ish. Get to the next 100, chapter after 100 pages. So I'll update y'all soon. Okay, you can see me in my glasses. Okay, so I just looked it up. It's page 204, and it'll be chapter 22, but I'm only on page 100, which is chapter 12. So I have to read 10 chapters. Okay, so I fell asleep at 2:30, and it's currently 10:30, and I was gonna wake back up at like 7ish, but that never happened. But I did hit my goals like last night, so I don't feel as bad. So I'm at part 2 of 1984, and I only have 121 more pages to get to part 3, which is my goal by the end of this thing. And then I only have about 170 pages left of this book, which is my goal for that one, just to finish it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple chapters of this, go get something to eat, get another cup of coffee, and just, yeah, do that. And then I'll focus more on this in a little bit. Hello, it is now 12:33 specifically. And I did like a small little workout just in my bedroom because I'm afraid of gyms, and then I ate something, then I got sidetracked on TikTok, but that's besides the point. So I'm at part 2, chapter 3 of this book. Our main character is falling in love, and it's apparently you're not supposed to fall in love with certain people because that's bad for like the government, and I'm just like, what? Like, what is the reason? So yeah, this book is like mind-boggling, and I haven't read any of The Coldest Touch yet today, but kind of scared because last night I read a little over 100 pages. I was like sobbing, like it was so bad. It's such a good book, but it's so sad and just like so confusing, and there was a plot twist. And there was a plot twist that I was like not expecting at all. Like I would expect the crazier thing to happen than what actually happened. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna go and finish the next chapter because then I'll be halfway through this book, and then probably get something to eat, so I'm not like skipping meals or anything and having my friends yell at me. Then I'll probably go ahead and start reading The Coldest Touch. At least 50 pages, because then I can get through the last 50 and then read like the last 75 tonight or something like that. Okay, so I'm at page 156, which is part 2, chapter 6, I believe. Yes. And I ate my lunch and then got sidetracked on TikTok yet again, but it's 150, and I'm going to read until about 3, see how far I can get there. It's about an hour and 10 minutes, so yeah, wish me luck. So it's 2:27. I'm on page 234 of The Coldest Touch. Oh my god. That's all I got to say. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm at page 262. It's 3:13. And like I took like maybe 2 like 3-second breaks to text somebody back. But also because I was just so emotionally distressed. Like there's just so much happening. Like it's like physically making my heart hurt. I haven't cried yet, so that's good. But I don't think I'm gonna be putting this book down anytime soon. I do need to start reading 1984 again, but I just can't. I physically cannot put this book down. So if you like lesbian vampires, definitely recommend The Coldest Touch by Isabel Starling. I'm also watching Olivia Rizzolatti. I love her. She's so funny. She makes me so happy. Okay, so I'm on page 307 of The Coldest Touch, which means I have less than 70 pages left. But there's like a really, really long chapter. Like the next chapter is 40 pages. And the audio like book, like that chapter itself, is like an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm probably just gonna keep reading The Coldest Touch until I finish it, because I will finish it like soon. And then after that, I'll just go ahead and read 1984 and finish that, because I think there's like in total like less than 2.5 hours left of the audiobook. So yeah, and then I'll just like read, okay, I'll read Halfling. I've decided this is the next book I'm gonna read until the end of the 24 hours. So yeah, and then I'll probably read it like past 24 hours, obviously, because I'm not a loser like that who only reads on the camera, obviously, because I never post anything. But yeah, I will read this, And I'm not sure how long it is. It's 286 pages. So yeah, I could probably finish that tonight too, and then obviously I have to read like another 2 chapters of that. But in total, my March TBR is almost completely done, which is the first time this has happened literally ever. Because when I started reading and posting about it, I just didn't make TBRs. I did not care enough. I just wanted to mood read. But now that I'm setting like strict TBRs, like I feel so much better about reading. Like I'm more like proactive in reading. So yeah, I'm super excited to like actually be getting through the books I want to read, especially with so much time left in the month. So okay, I have 52 pages left of the Coldest Touch, and it's 6:42. I just went down, talked with my family, had dinner, things like that. I showered. I listened to a little bit of Where Dreams Descend because that's just like the audiobook. So I have no idea what's actually happening in it because can't do audiobooks without the actual book. Can't do the actual book without audiobooks. So, to a degree. So yeah, I'm gonna push through the last little bit of The Coldest Touch, and I will update y'all on that. I'll tell you the time, and then I'm going straight into here. I'm gonna cry my eyes out now. My little brother's in my room right now, so excuse any baby noises. But I finished The Coldest Touch. 5 out of 5. It was such a lovely book. It had such a good ending. Hello. So I'm gonna go ahead and just read this until 9 o'clock, and I will give y'all the update and the final thoughts. Alright, so it is officially 9 o'clock. Technically it's 9:01, but like it's 9 o'clock. And I hit both of my goals, which is super exciting. And I counted up in total. I read 396 pages. So I finished The Coldest Touch by Isabel Starling, and I give that a 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. So basically, the general premise is that we follow 2 girls, a vampire named Claire and the new death oracle named Elise. And Elise thinks she just has this curse and she's trying to get rid of it, especially so soon after like her brother died, and she saw it and tried to avoid it, and just nothing worked. I'm taking these off. And nothing worked, and basically Claire comes along, and she was told by the Veil, which is kind of like the leading group of the supernatural world, led by 2 vampires named Henry and Luca, like that she like will get something out of it, like if she trains Elise of like her newfound abilities, and like she just wants to kill like the person who turned her, Rose, and they work together to pretty much save Elise's family and friends. And Claire and Elise just like have these feelings for each other that neither one of them can explain, neither one of them can have, and it's just a really good story. I definitely recommend if you are into vampires / supernatural, the LGBT, or just a fun little romance. Like, it's just so good. Yeah, I also read the entirety of part 2 of 1984, and my heart just kind of like hurts a little bit. Like, there was no need to do that to my man Winston, bruh. And Julia, she was like 20. Like, there was no need. Yeah, that it was just so interesting. I definitely think I'm gonna enjoy this. I'll probably end up finishing it soon. If not tonight, then tomorrow. But yeah, I am definitely gonna start reading Halfling, and that is by Heather Birch. So yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. All my social media will also be down below, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye!